Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. This last episode really has been sitting with me rough. Let me pull up the run history for it. This last one, oh yeah, let me look. See, how many losses have we had in recent history? Oh, when was this? I don't remember. I don't want to waste any time on this. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This was a stupid mistake I made on another um, train wreck episode. I forgot about this. I was a little too aggro. It was a good lesson, but yeah, let's look. So this run was tough. We lost to Diligent pretty brutally. I missed multi-strike on the run, which obviously is unfortunate. You know, I have the Quick and the Sunderstone, so it's pretty close to being good, but we just didn't have enough hits. And Diligent plowed through my front line, and I tried replaying this a couple ways and just could not get the win. So I've thought about this to the best of my ability, and I think the only thing I can rationalize here as a possibility is to dupe the Titan Sentry. We had a self infused Endless Shark here. The only thing I could think of is somehow dupe this shark and have two of them because, well, what that would allow me to do is it would allow me to play another shark behind this one as I elevator it. And I think I ran the numbers. I think it gives me 2 extra turns, which would have been enough for the kill. The tough thing here is that I have to find a way to actually, like, another option was dupe the space prism so I could get another one of these and fit the same shark on the relentless floor. So that's an option. It's tough. It is a difficult line. I'm not really sure. I would have been grasping at straws. I mean, we missed the multi strike, so I'd have to have sacrificed like a siren dupe, I think. I just don't see how that gets it, right? I mean, it's a great example of if I had Architect, this would have been a simple matter. I would have just put Architect on that floor and he would have been in front of the sirens and he either would have taken some hits or whatever, and either way, he would have been in the extra space prism. I could have fit in the shark on there. I think we would have had it. So I just little things, but with what we saw, I don't know. I thought I did a pretty good job on that run, and we got slammed pretty hard. So anyway, it was what it was. It was a penumbra run, so we're moving on to Rector, which is neat. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We are real close to 3,000, so no one has told me to shut up about this so far, so I'm just mentioning it every so often. I'm pretty hyped for that, so it would be cool if you haven't done that, if you click that stupid little button, because hashtag algorithms and stuff. So, anyway, let's go ahead and see what we get. Rector, all right, Rector. I actually played him recently on the Curse Seed run. Yeah, Curse Seed from last week. It was a good run. I enjoyed that. Let's see. Yeah, let's rock. I have everything set up. Mod is enabled. Good. That was a fun Curse Seed. All right, let's see what we get today. Hope you're all doing well. I'm feeling a little better. We're making gradual improvements. You know, yeah, I mentioned this, I think, in an episode that hasn't aired yet because recording is fun. I do all of my train of thoughts and then I do the train wrecks because reasons. And anyway, I'm feeling a little better. Not 100% there yet. There will still be the awkward mutes where I have to avoid coughing into the microphone, but I've gotten pretty good at silencing myself so that it doesn't cause a problem to the recording, so that's at least something. I'm feeling better otherwise, which is good, so. Anyway, today we are default melting Exile Wurmkin. I'm pretty much always happy with any clan combo that gives me a ping in my opener. This is just a power play. I'm a big fan of it. So that's cool. We're fighting Rage Talos, Rage Fel, Sap Seraph, Dripfall, Echo Infusion, Memories of the Melted. I was wondering if we would get sent with Diligent again, so I'd be forced to face my failures once more. I seriously considered doing a re-roll sort of series where I just fight Diligent and practice into it. Because I feel like if you miss the high rolls, Diligent just blasts you. But as long as you hit resin removal or something like it, then you're fine on this particular one. I feel like there just need to be better answers for that. Or maybe you have to plan around it much earlier. Anyway, our cards are Dripfall, Echo Infusion, Memories of the Melted. I'm not sure if I said it, but there it is again. They're all fine. Right, 200 shards. Temples are 3, 4, 6, 8. 4 temples. I'll have to be pretty aggressive. Probably need a dupe in there. We have a removal dupe on 8, which is great. It's on magic side. Trinket shop on 7 with money in the middle is nice. It's pretty good too. You got a horde and a caverns here as well. It's nice. I like that. Competes with a bad steel shop, so I don't feel bad about that. Good steel on 6. Have a vortex. Okay magic. Another dupe on 5. Good magic shop. Note the lack of steel shop on 5. It's important. Another lack of steel shop on 4 as well. Interesting. So we are whiffing on the mid game a bit. 4 has a kind of weird setup too. You have this mediocre magic shop, and then the vortex and the horde are on the left with health. You do have a Wurmkin banner there though, on the magic side though. That's pretty okay. We'll see. Hellvent on 3 with health. Double steals early. Remnant banner on 3 with the steel shop. Remnant banner on 2 with the steel shop. There is a Wurmkin banner. I do not have any opening burnout extenders. Okay. Volatile Gauge is a great way to lose. Especially with dregs. That would be hilarious. Let's just ruin everything. And then I'll take Refracting Lens, of course. So Burnout is off the table. I guess it's Dark Calling. It's better than the alternative. I was a little worried they would give me the Burnout and then the Burnout Harvest. And that would have been a little bit tragic. But Dark Calling it is. Happy to take it. I take the Horde. We're okay. Winged Steel, Echo Seedling, Base Charge. Base Charge is really good. I mean, it's got to be Winged Steel here, though. We have a lot of free stuff early on. I think we'll be able to actually use this, and it is a draw relic, so that's great. That lets me do some other cheeky things along the way. This aggressive amulet is going to cause me problems, but I'm okay with it. I thought about it, and then I decided, that's fine. Right, so we do Rector on bottom. It's Dreg, and then a second Dreg. We're going to do Train Stewards on middle. I kind of want him to go down is the thing. Or to die as it is. Yeah, I kind of want him to hit so I can reform this Dreg and it can be stronger. I'm going to play a Train Steward into Ember Drain just because I want to have space on middle. Alright, how am I approaching this? We're going to do, so what, 16? Oh yeah, here we go. You do Dragon in front on bottom and you toss it the Echo Infusion and he just straight up kills a man. We're going to take the Echo Break middle. It's good. Good. I'm actually going to take more health into middle guy because he's getting reformed. I'm going to pop back friend on bottom. So the only thing I'm really risking is this Apprentice of Light and Priest, which I can reform and play him upstairs. Well, I could also do some cheekiness here. We can Drip Fall and then... How do I want to approach this? I want to drag... I want to stop this damage. So we can do it with a Train Steward up top. It just does kill this man, which is great. And then I wish to play the stronger dreg on bottom because Relentless matters. Yes. Good. Another dreg is great here. I'm going to play a dreg middle. and another dreg middle. But I'm going to do something you might not expect, and I'm going to kill one of my dregs on middle, specifically because I wish for it to be reformed. Yes. Okay, now we go bottom, better dreg in the back, and you ping. Oh no, we don't get the kill. Ah, it's a shame. I'm so close. I'm so close. Alright, well, we're going to do it upstairs then. It's fine. We just play a drag up top and... Oh, hold. Hold. Incredible. We did it. Ah, we're fine. Thank you. Winged Steel saves the day. Rector gets 2 more rounds. That's good. Excellent. No damage taken. Get everything. Purifying Cleanse is good here. A big fan. Yeah, hard to skip that. It's purple and other things, and it does burnout stuff. The Tomb is really good. It's a better reform. I really like this Tomb. It's a really good reform. I'm gonna... I took Dark Calling. Burnout Extender is so good with Dark Calling, though. The Tomb is better. I think the Tomb is better, objectively. Okay. Ooh, Purple Echo Transfer. Yeah, sure. Scale me. Let's go. Scale me, daddy. Let's see. We have Paraffin Enforcer with purple. Yeah, sure. You may as well. He could be the target for anything. Cool. Bog Deep Cocoon's a great way to lose this particular run. Yeah, let's Paraffin Enforcer. This is good. Now... I don't have any good magic shop upgrades. That is correct. I mean, obviously, holdover on Echo Transfer's fun, but we're going to go right. I have the ability to boons for money here, which is good. Endless, huh? Endless. I don't want Endless on Tomb, honestly. Yeah, let's spin this. Yeah, multi-strike. Let's go. Paraffin Enforcer friend. I want to save this slot for a Burnout 1 if we miss on the Draft Infusion. That's why I'm doing this. Baron. Thug. No. 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 Skip. We have it already. So I have another steel shop that I'm going to. I can take a Burnout 1. I'll take this unit draft. I think it's worth it. We have a good guy that's hitting a couple times. He's nice. I'm a fan. Alright. Rector, live on bottom floor. Incredible work. Wonderful. We did it. Excellent. I'm a genius, apparently. Or something. Play both train stewards. I wish to save my Ember here. Cool. The plan is... Ooh, he's dying to spikes. Interesting. It's actually pretty good. Now, he would die anyway. I mean, the answer is we just ping for money, of course. I want dollar bills. It's good. And then I can ping... I don't really care about this 1 damage, though. We are getting a kill on bottom. So let's take health on bottom. It's good. He's going to burn out anyway. Let's just stop this damage, right? I don't see a reason not to. And then... You may as well, what, drip and stop 2, I guess? Yeah, sure, I suppose. I mean, playing the dreg is actually correct. I'll get it out of there. Yeah, we'll put the train steward down upstairs. Once I clean out these train stewards, this is going to feel a lot better. For now, it's kind of... Who really knows what's going on? Yeah, I mean, especially because we didn't even get this guy killed, which is a little unfortunate, but... Let's take the 18 in front. Probably correct. And... Sure, drag upstairs, I suppose. That's fine. What's this looking like? Definitely not a W here. No chance. No chance. Yeah, spikes is an annoying situation. Can't really answer it either. Let's play some dregs upstairs, I suppose. Put one in front and then one in back. I'll put the better one, I suppose. You may as well. Door. I could drip him down on the floor. Yeah. Now, another option is Echo Transfer is pretty good there. Sure. Okay. Well, we clear top floor. I am going to take damage here, and it's just going to be fine. That is just what's going to happen. Echo Transfer. He dies in 2 swings. I need you to live, my brother. Yeah, hit twice. Alright, the bomb will finish it. The bomb does justice today. Okay, yeah, bomb kills. Great job. Okay, it's jank, but it's fine, okay? I don't want to hear it. We get the win. Alright, good job. It's not clean yet. Draft. Yes. Snap click. We saw it. I'll take the purple shelter, yes. Big sludge. Another paraffin enforcer. What do you want from me? Big sludge is fun. I just had a great run with him, though. I don't think it's him here. I have the paraffin enforcer. We're loaded. Yeah, we're fine. I could take the tycoon, but I don't have enough space for this. I'd love this guy just chilling on top floor or something. In fact, I will do that. He's gonna earn me a lot of money in the short term. We go right. Give me like a quick aura multi-strike and we feel good about it. Okay, not large stone. That's not it. Another tycoon. I'm gonna skip for money. I will re-roll. Yeah, sure. Just hit more times. Fine. I'm okay with this. That's great. That's nuts, in fact. We have hit the nuts. I would still have loved to have gotten some, I don't know, HP or Burnout extender or something. It's going to be fine, but I am going to have to protect my guy, is the thing. Let's take a spell chain in Echo Infusion here. I think offensively we will be fine. It's defensive where I feel like we need to come up with something. Yeah, sure. That's good. Intrinsic is going into something here. I'll burn out one, the explosive. I actually like this guy. 0 gold, that's rare. Good grief. Oh, this is sick. I can give him health and then dupe him a bunch? The plus 25 is objectively superior. As much as I like Petrified Heart here, I don't want everything having so much, and he's going to get duped so many times that he's going to be worth more health to me. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, this Paraffin Enforcer is popping off. Good grief. Let's intrinsic the Echo Transfer. Ooh, actually, let's intrinsic this Dripfall, actually. That'll be good for Divinity, just so I have some kind of measure of control. Fine. I have no money. That never happens. But we're feeling good about this run now. Yeah, so in this particular case, I'm going to Rector upstairs. I'm going to Tycoon downstairs, and we're just going to pop for some dollar bills here. Wow. He gets blasted. I'm honestly not mad about it because he'll come back, and that's okay. But cool. So anyway, I'm gonna play him downstairs, and I think he's going to kill everybody. Cool. That's good. Let's blow a man up on middle. Let's scale on bottom. I want him having big numbers. Great. We have plenty to reform here. Cool. The plan is Tycoon. great work. He burns out. I don't really care. And then we stick a dreg on this floor, and that's fine. I will just buff Mr. Tycoon because it doesn't really matter to me. And sure, let's ping downstairs. Let's not add more garbage to the pool yet. Incredible. That is a 40 times 4 Paraffin Enforcer, which is ridiculous for anyone keeping track. Wow. We get the Tycoon back here, which is good. How much HP does Mr. Tycoon have? 45? That seems good. Play him in the back, and then he earns a whole bunch of money from this nonsense. And then we play the tomb upstairs, and actually, I could have dripped him in. He lives. Incredible. I am just going to blow up downstairs. I think it's fine. Sure. Let's, I don't know, shoot the guy and get rid of this shelter for some pyre health. It's good. Cool. Wonderful. A lot of cash made there. Great job. Now, I would like to earn some money, but I also would like to not lose. So, this works out. I can play the draft elevators here. Yeah, he reforms. I think what we do is we earn money on middle. It's good. I can get a secondary reform here. Yes. So we can abuse this for a couple extra bucks. Yep, we get this guy back, which is the entire run. He wins. Because of course he wins. He's too powerful. Now, all I really need to do here is do it again. Make more of him. He crumbles the world as long as I remember to play it. Okay. Sacrificial Resurrection is actually not terrible because I don't mind the draft popping out. But where are my dupes? 5. I have to live this next floor. Shouldn't be that bad. We're going to skip this. I don't think adding these do much for me. Although, incredibly, Perfect Insanity might actually be good. Kind of. I'm not really doing much with my echoes. So that is an option. Am I going to this magic shop? No, I am hunting the removals. And I'll take the pyre health because it'll help me into this combat that is scary. Yeah. Yeah, sadly, Sacrificial Resurrection does not work with Refracting Lens. The card with Consume has to be played with Refracting Lens. It's only Etch that it benefits positively. I don't think these answer it, right? Actually, Wurmkin Spike might just be a good wave clear. I'm going to take that card. That I think is reasonable. Lady of the House is good backup. I don't think I need it. I already took backup in the form of Dumb Tycoon. I don't need these cards. We skip. Okay, now it is really important to take space on a run like this. I will need it. I think I can get away with it now thanks to Winged Steel, so I'm going to do it. Yes. We go left. I need to just survive until I can dupe. First Hell Pack. Didn't I take that Wurmkin Spike? I sure did. That's actually pretty decent. It's better than Jack Strips. Okay. We're going to cut Train Stewards because they are the worst of the worst here. They're big, they're bad, they don't put any burnout on themselves, they don't hit more times. They're just not great to have around. We're going to spread out these buffs because I do have to take them because Mr. Monster Train said that today is a train wreck. So, oof. Now, this is actually, our scaling entirely comes from how powerful Enforcer is. I do not need to lean in on Dark Calling, so I will pivot to Accumulator here so that hopefully he lasts a little longer in Relentless. Yes, that's good. That's a good pivot. I don't think I have to take infusions here. We have what? 15, 40, 50, 75. I'm duping twice for 30. It's 105. I go to 205. So I do not need to take this infusion. Now, sadly, this means Pyrelight Master is insane. Well, we didn't hit Pyrelight Master. Can I get away with Heaven Seal here? That's risky. Let's not. I don't think the relics that are available to me are so strong that I want to deal with this. I wish for a Burnout here. That seems good. Play him first, he dies. It's great. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to put Tycoon in front here. You may as well. Great news. Sure, I'm going to daze the guy in back so he doesn't gain the +3. It's fine. Now he comes back, and now the hope is I play him and he goes nuts. You put the Entombed Explosive in, and he also kills a man. Wonderful. We did it. Congratulations. We're going to just blast for money here. I think I want the cash more than anything else. I will stack health here. Do I want to put Echo Infusion up top? Maybe. It's good to help Rector a little. Alright, sure. You got me. Then I'll also put it on middle. It's fine. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Bomb. Great job. He just kind of goes ballistic and kills everyone. He's going to burn out, and honestly, that's fine. He kills this entire floor, which is incredible news. So, I don't really care all that much. I'm going to play the Dreg here. I'm going to play another Dreg here. I could have played them up if I had known that I was going to draw into them. I am going to shoot one. I lost 5 gold for this. And I'm going to blow up bottom floor with some good old-fashioned Wurmkin spike action. That's 28 Reap. So that's pretty cool. Now, I can afford to have a man die here. Yeah, this floor is just straight up gonzos. Incredible. Floor is cleared. We're guaranteed back our Paraffin friend. I can do you one better. Kill a second dude. And then play a couple dreg things upstairs that'll burn out eventually. We'll take the shelter up top. And then I will just take health. My goal, in an ideal world, I eventually put Paraffin Enforcer behind Rector. But we'll see. I don't know if we're going to get our ideal world. I do need to play him middle. 3 burnout. Now that's a challenge. 2 turns. 3 turns. By the time he gets up, he only gets 1 round. Does he ever kill him enough? Is he that strong? I think I have to do this, sadly. He might be that strong, actually. He's very powerful. It's very impressive. Sure. What a good guy. He takes 16 damage and then just auto-nukes the world. Okay, now... what am I doing here? I can't kill my own guy, sadly. I have some dregs coming back next turn. I may as well put the bomb down here. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think the right answer is we pop Mr. Front Guy here for sure, because it's worth it. It gets rid of him. And then you do what? 320 damage? So I put the Dreg in behind you, and I hope that 320 damage wins. In fact, I should respect and just plan around Relentless a little. Yeah, sure. Okay. I take a curse for it, but I think it's fine. You just drop in another guy, and I think we get it. Right? It's close. Wow, one of them actually gets killed. A couple of them get killed. What if I drip fall instead? Does that change anything? Yeah! I had a feeling if I gave him health, he would take it. Incredible. Cool. And then what we do is we drip in the Tycoon so he can earn 10 gold out of this. Great news. Go team. Well done. You know what? We'll take it. Thanks, Tycoon. Oof. Always a struggle. Remnant Host is fun here. I like Remnant Host only because money, and I like money. I think the better pick is actually just Subsuming Blade, but, you know, that's me. Actually, it's going to be Fatal Melting, isn't it? Access the backline. AoE is pretty good. Yeah, I think so. We'll take it. Okay, that's a good card. Not a great card. It's a good card. Soul Crushing Guild. Yes, purple. Absolutely. Snap click. Incredible. We go to the dupe, and then this suddenly makes a lot more sense. We're going to look at the caverns first, because it could be Tiny Stone. Oh no. Oh, Monster Train. You didn't have to. Oh my god. Look at this incredible lunatic lad. Oh, Tiny Stone. Monster Train. I love the odds. Never tell me the odds, because the odds are always in my favor. They're so good. The run is nuts. Memorial Fund. I love money. Forever Flame. I like Ember. Lost Luggage. I like playing both my units on turn 1. I like Forever Flame a lot here, because it means that no matter what I do, I always play them for free. It's not that valuable, though. I think it's Lost Luggage, actually. Yeah, it is. It's a really good setup. There's a lot of good relics there. Anyway, here I go making another tiny Paraffin Enforcer. We're now removing Wickless Tycoon at the first sign of anything. He's now in my way. But he made a lot of money, so I'm okay with it. Ah, yes. Hidden Assault. We know what that means. Hidden Assault means I cannot do what I wish to do, which is fine. What I want to do is play bottom and just kill everything immediately, but I cannot do it. Somehow avoided every single one of my echo breaks here, amazingly. I don't want to add dregs to the pool that badly. I can add like 1 and it's fine, right? We'll take an echo infusion up here. I mean, I wasted 4 armor. It doesn't matter. 4. I don't want to add too many more though. Okay, we have a bomb. It's good. It's fine. We play 1 man on mid floor, and he straight up kills everyone, and it's excellent. And I play the other man on top floor so that he immediately dies and gets reformed. This is why I only played 1 dreg, by the way. Oh, but the bomb! The bomb! That's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm going to put Tycoon on middle too, because I think I like money a lot. Are you surprised? Answer, no, you're not. Money. I want to save some of his health too. Okay, give me my guy back. Ah, it's a shame that dreg actually cost me. I thought I was such a genius, but I was not a genius. Okay, anyway, here's Memories of the Melted. I think we bomb on middle first. Good. We kill a couple guys now. I also think it's pretty good for me to take health upstairs. I think it's worth it. Yeah, actually, here's my Echo Transfer on middle. I like that. Putting the Dreg on middle behind the Wit Tycoon will do a ton of work as well. Yeah, that's like 90 damage, as it turns out. Yes, that is like 90 damage. Also, killing the middle dude straight up kills the back guy. Great, that's what I thought would happen. Anyway, here's Wurmkin Spike, which I think I'm just gonna... I don't want to lose all this money, though. We wait. I don't want to lose all the money. It's fine. Tycoon. He's doing it. Okay, here's Paraffin Enforcer Lad. We need to actually kill some of these guys, I think. Like, ping them out so that he doesn't perish immediately. And then my 2 reforms are Explosive and Draft. And I face tank this 31 here, and we're fine. Cool. Good job. Go team. We're going to put said bomb upstairs because I don't like this 31. And I want... Wow, how do you die? Good grief. Anyway, I need to plan around... Ugh. Well, I also need to not lose. Okay, so the answer is Fatal Melting here solves this problem entirely. Good. I want to play Paraffin Enforcer downstairs. He's going to take 2 rounds, I'm pretty sure. And then I need to make sure Rector is good enough. This is the scariest part of this. Wrong turn for a Wurmkin Spike, by the way. Very sad about it. We're gonna give him some HP upstairs. I think I have to play this stupid Train Steward. Yeah. Okay. Good grief. What do I do? First answer is, wow, this floor is actually dying, so that's bad. We kill 1. I want to for sure ping 1 out, right? That is correct. Good. This is good. I'm going to daze the boss. We're going to play the dreg. Yes, I'm going to ping in front. This is good. I'm going to take 10 health in the back for another turn. This is a lot of turns. She's got 11 because I went to 130 shards because, thank you, Mr. Monster Train. We got rid of a solid number of them there. This is what, Burnout 3? Play Draft Man, yes. Okay, yeah, of course you burn out. I understand. I wish for Burnout 4 Dreg. Ugh, it's not good. There's a chance I don't even get back my Paraffin Enforcer here, which is, let me tell you, not good. I don't think it adds anything to add this dreg because it burns out on the same timer. So I'm going to put it upstairs. Okay. Let's double daze the boss. Doesn't change much. Let's echo transfer our champion. And then, I guess, shoot the boss and hope for the best. We do get through all the stealth. I did get a lad. I am something of a genius, in fact. The game is easy. I don't know what anyone was complaining about. The game is trivial. I am a genius, in fact. Look at me go. Thank you. Just hit the Paraffin Enforcer. It's perfect. That was shaky. And that's kind of how high shard Crystal Cloak looks when you don't hit. Anyway, I'm going to take Wicked Blaze because it says Reform on it, and I think I need that. Forgotten Trade is pretty cool. Force Contamination is good, but I don't need it. I'm going to take Forgotten Trade here, I think. Am I? What do I need purples for? Answer is not much. I'm going to take Eternal Kinstone, actually. That's a great card. I have Extracts. Remove cards. Yes, we're going to remove cards now. I think that is the answer to the day. I need to take stuff from this temple. Plus 30 is fine. Sure, here's a plus 30 Fatal Melting. Great. Here's a Purge Stone on... something? We probably should purge I don't really know what I want to purge. I'll have to think about it. I do need to do something. I'm going to remove... Where is he? Thank you, Wickless Tycoon. Your services are no longer needed. Honestly, that's one of the main reasons why Tycoon is hard to master, because he's not worth keeping around, is the thing. There's no reason for you to do it. I'm going to put HP on the explosive because I think it's a good idea, and I'm going to buy some removals here. The last train steward needs to go here for sure. I'm going to cut a couple dregs as well. They get in the way at a certain point. Okay, 3 dregs. I think the ideal number is 2 dregs, so we're just going to go ahead and cut it, right? I'm going to the Merchant of Trinkets. I guess I'll hold on to my money. We're okay for now. I have to take this purge. Yes. I suppose this purge is... I want my deck to do something after it's done doing stuff. So I think it's going to be just an Echo Break. It's fine to get rid of 1. I don't need this infusion to hit, right? 165, 190, math. I take all the 25 here, and then I Hellvent for 15 because my Paraffin Enforcer is confirmed infused. Okay, we're fine. All right, good. Let's move on. 515 leans me towards that... What is it called? Towards the... What is it called? The Trinket Shop. I was going to say something that spends a lot of money. What words do I use here? Anyway, here's Paraffin Enforcer. There he goes dying. Great job. Let's get 1 dreg in the mix. It's a good idea to do it. Sure, Shelter. Why not? It's fine. And then we'll just give HP to my Lunatic champion so that he doesn't die immediately. It's good. Great. Alright, he's back. We now let the other dude die, and now that I've played this actually correctly, we're good. Draftman here. Gotta shoot the boss, the creature there, because that thing is scary. Sure, let's kill a dude. It's good. Great. They reform. It's good. We're just going to kind of cycle them. Alright, well... I do need to actually kill this guy upstairs, so I guess we're just playing him upstairs then. Cool, why not? Anyway, here's 15. Great. We're going to blast mid-floor so he swings. That's pretty cool. No one is dying right now, which is fun to think about. We're just going to daze the boss because that seems good. No one's dying. I don't love that. I guess I'm going to put a bomb on middle. Oh, I can just play this upstairs and it burns out and we do great. Good work. Go team. Cool. Fine. Now we get reformed bomb. Good job. Echo Transfer goes upstairs for sure. I'm going to self-ping, give him the scaling. This should be a double Paraffin Enforcer reform. Blast the guy in the back. Yeah. Now, the goal, I think, is we put the bomb on middle so he at least does something to this loser, right? Sure, and then up here we have a 41 and a 61 that swings. We probably get close to the kill, right? I guarantee the kill if I just click this Soul Crushing Guilt. I'm going to click the Soul Crushing Guilt, it's fine. Okay, this floor is now popping off, is the play. I don't have Burnout extension, which is a big whiff on my part. I took this bomb instead of Burnout extension. Generally a mistake, but it was very helpful. This is not some... I think I take the Purifying Cleanse 10 times out of 10 at 100 shards, but this bomb has saved my life at this point. So that's a consideration. I think now we just go mad with power on mid-floor. We bomb upstairs, which should kill this loser. And that seems pretty good overall. Yeah, agreed. It would be ideal if I could find a way to get... It'd be ideal if I could find a way to get... And I can reform here, which is kind of fun. If I could get both of these guys with some measure of burnout behind Rector here. Once I have a third one of these, it's going to be a little better, but it's hard to pull off, is the thing. Kill this guy in back for sure. That's definitely happening. I'm holding on to the Memories the Melted in case I can connect it with Wurmkin Spike on one of these redraws. That would be kind of neat. I suppose I should just... She might go middle. I think she has to go middle next. So playing the Dreg here is wise. I am just going to reform the bomb, actually, so that it can go in front here. That's good. And now the hope is he has to go middle, right? No! That was going to be so much damage, brother. Well, that sucks. Okay, anyway, what I'm going to do on this turn is just click 24 Reap on her, I suppose, and we're going to pretend that that's enough to win this. Okay, fine. Shame. Now, they're dead. Not ideal. Yeah, not ideal. They're guaranteed to reform here, which does mean I get 4 turns. Now, is that enough to win? Hard to say. Answer, probably not. Play this Dreg. Let's take, I don't know, here, take some stats, I suppose. It's fine. Could always be better or worse or whatever. Draw a card. Now, if I shoot any of my own guys, I ruin my next turn reform, so don't do that. Is what I'm going to tell you. This is Rage Fell. That's a lot of incoming damage. Okay, alright. How are we feeling today? Put big powerful man in back. Okay, he kind of just dies. That's terrible. Put him down. Alright, still pretty rough. Drip Fall. Hey, we come pretty close to victory. Wicked Blaze back the bomb now, and I think we actually get it. Yeah, look at that. We did it. Incredible. Thank you, Drip Fall, for existing. Look at the scaling. That's so much damage so fast. Just bust out 5,000. You know, Remnant Pact actually seems pretty good here. Pop this in one of my guys. Yeah. It's something. Really should have taken Purifying Cleanse. I was scared, and I think I'm paying for it. I think what would have happened is I would have taken a lot more pyre damage, and I would have just healed it back with Refracting Lens. That's what it is. Anyway, take card draw here. We're fine. I need to make a third friend. We're going to go right because I can afford to. Show me goods. Good things. Horde says Mark of a Champion. Precious Reflection. I have one opportunity for cards that... I'm going to sell this for 25 gold. You want to do 7 more damage, Rector? No, thank you. Not going to be 7, but it is going to be 10, and I don't like that. Harvest Rector, plus 10 health. Thank you. Very cool. Merchant of Trinkets says... Hell's Banners? Fine. Just show me Combustible Wax, okay? You know? That's really what it is. Oh, yeah, by the way, anyway, I'm just going to play Penitent Remains with my X4 reform strategy. That seems good. Cool. Well played. Very good at the video game. Notice Stone? No. Reroll? Okay, I mean, it's not great. I'm gonna tell you like it is. It's not great. Encased Ember is functional, but I just don't need this. Wonderful. Let's remove a dreg because I think we should. And I go removal dupe next floor. Alright, sure. Why not? Armor emblem. I think I do. I think I am able to take this because I go fast and hard. So that's cool. Is there a turn 1 daze? There is. I did give myself one. You think I can play bottom floor? Should I play bottom floor? This is so risky. If he dies, I mean, I have the endless actually. So what we do is we pop off, right? Oh, wait a second. Penitent Remains is plus 10, so he does 25, he does 100. He doesn't scale fast enough on his own. The Dreg helps with, how much rage is that? 4 hits for, good grief. 12 rage to the floor, it's plus 24s. He might come up ahead. Here, let's just play it safe, yeah? Yeah, there's no reason to do anything this cheeky here. I love the Echo Transfer there. That's a good draw. I am going to Endless Rector because I'm scared. No one has died, so Memories of the Melted is bad. Daze that man, I don't like him. Okay, now we can at least feel a little more respectable. I can drop in a 200 damage guy on mid floor and he just straight up murders and it's good. It feels good. And then we let man burn out upstairs. It's fine. I do think I want to play the bomb, but I'm going to play it on a downstairs because I want my reforms guaranteed. So, yep. Bomb down below is fine. I'll take the Eternal Kinstone so we can get some scaling. It's fine. Some stats. It's good. Fair. Now, mid-floor that's a lot of damage, I'll admit. Keep playing the guys on this floor together. It's worth it. You do ping, ping, and now the floor goes nuts. So now you're looking at this and you're going, man, I wish Rector were mid-floor. And you're right, I do wish Rector were mid-floor. This is going to be an ongoing challenge that I have to deal with now. We can at least do a Wicked Blaze here. That's huge. That is indeed incredible. Clears the floor, which is very cool. I have no reforms coming up. That means this next floor is probably... Yeah, you do drag upstairs. Can I kill my own guy? No, wrong one. Okay, drag upstairs. I'm gonna shoot him. I play explosive downstairs. We're gonna go memories, and I'm gonna drop the Wurmkin spike on bottom to clear that floor out because I don't get a chance to reform the way I want to here. Good. Good, 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 good. I think I need to get him to swing, don't I? Them both attacking? What do I have coming up? Oh, I have a friend coming up, actually. Can play him middle, probably. So let's plan on... it doesn't matter what I do, really. Let's drop a guy and he gets a kill and it's fine. Yeah, this is okay. I can actually stop some of this damage, too. But it's good that he dies, actually. It's good, actually. I think we're in an okay spot. I'm actually happy with that scenario. That's a lot of damage. Incredible. I have to play my guy middle, sadly. I think I want to play him bottom, though. I think I want to play him bottom. I think I need to play him bottom. It's spooky. I get it. Yes. Okay. We're going to memories here. Yes. Okay. He swings. I probably don't want him clogging up the pool. Yeah, this works out because the reason why I put him bottom is because I get the other guy back next turn, so I can actually assemble a floor. Is the thing. Top floor is a problem. Not a ton of damage though, but I don't want this Ember Drain. We're gonna get the Ember Drain out of here, I think. Yeah, we're going to get the Ember Drain out of here. Yes, and I'm going to take some stats upstairs. I need to plan around the possibility that Rector has to 1v1 the boss. We win if I drop in the lad, all right? Oh my god, we did it. Wonderful work. Go team. Whew. All right, we did it. Game is easy. Incredible news. Amazing. The scaling, it's so fast. Just so fast. Show me combustible wax or a burnout extender. Votavary is actually pretty good because it's purple and powers up my fatal melting and memories of the melted. I'm going to click it. Mortal entrapment is tempting, but I already have the days. I just need to redraw into it. Yeah, Votavary also helps Rector. Yes, please. Return Soul seems like a good card for this particular run. I'm going to take that too. All right. We go right. Just show me combustible wax. This run would have been considerably better if I had just taken Purifying Cleanse. So I know what you're thinking, and I know what I'm thinking. It's fine. I'm going to 10 in Piercing, Fatal Melting. Absolutely. Yes. I'm going to bonus 30 on an Echo Break. I should actually spread these damage numbers around, make more of them stronger, although I may have to remove a couple, actually. Just give me combustible wax. Oh my god, the video game is cracked, in fact. Now, this is actually not ideal, because it means that they don't burn out conveniently anymore, but it just means I have to get them shot, which should not be difficult. This does mean that I can actually assemble a Relentless floor. That's an unnecessary offering, Mr. Monster Train. I appreciate this. You didn't have to do it, but it's fine. Thank you, Mr. Monster Train. I appreciate it. We're gonna dupe our friend. Where are you? There you are, my guy. Incredible news. You're winning the run now. I do need to take this plus 30 before I forget. I was deciding where I was gonna put it. So I think the cuts here are... I think one goes to a Dreg. Yes. The other ones kind of become fodder a little bit to the to the Return Soul angle. I don't mind these cards. Most of them are fine. So I think we cut the only ones that are less exciting. So Echo Break 1. And because of that, let's go ahead and look at the Trinket Shop. What am I going to take? Hammered chest plates? It's not bad, right? What's the problem with it? Sure. Waxer Snuffer. Now, if I had looked at Waxer Snuffer just beforehand, I could have infinited on Votavary, which would have been very funny. I'm going to click that. Yeah, that's true. This is a magic shop, right? That is also true. I can buy Lightstone Casing and take a single -1. Into what, though? In fact, I think the better choice is just to make things cheaper. So we're going to go Wicked Blaze down to 0 here, I think. The 20 consume is going to go into this Echo Break, which is fine. I'm going to re-roll off of where I'm at. Double stack. Don't mind if I do. Double stack Soul Crushing Guilt. That's pretty solid. I'm going to -1 the Soul Crushing Guilt, or Wicked Blaze maybe. Soul Crushing Guilt, I think. Seems good to me. Much better than the alternative. I have to take the +30, which is going to go into the Piercing Echo Break, which is excellent. And we have 205, and we're happy with it. I could do an infusion. I don't think I will. No. No, I don't think I will. Alright, 205 out of 100. I think with these relics and everything that we've done and the dupe, we're in an okay spot. We're in an okay spot to win, so let's do it. Alright, thank you, Mr. Monster Train. I appreciate it. As is usually the case, I have a 1-hour run on our hands already, because thank you, Dark Calling. Double Paraffin Friends. Play them on bottom floor for sure. We're going to drop in Rector here. Ooh, buddy, that Soul Crushing Guilt is spicy. We're gonna drip on the Shade Wings here, which clears the floor. And I am going to take Soul Crushing Guilt to the boss. It's worth it. Pretty solid. Now, Votivary will perish, and I'm okay with it. I'm going to play another Paraffin Friend who will clear things up. I'm going to blast the Shade Wings. Ooh, or I could just blast the entire backside here. It's actually good that there are things dying, though, right? This is fine. Is it? I think I want one guy to die, but I want the floor to actually get cleared, right? Yeah, this is a good setup. A guy dies. We'll play the drag out, sure. Actually, I don't want to bait anything. Let's just put the Endless on Rector so I can elevator him later. And we chill on this. This is pretty solid. Thank you. Good. Okay, now Draft Friend drops in. Votivary drops in. I do want to daze Scary Man, which clears the whole floor, because that's how this game works. I'm going to play the Eternal Kinstone here, which is fine. I do think man dying is good, so let's pop a damage shield in the back, and we cruise. This is kind of the ideal floor here. You have enough ammo to clear everything, but I am still able to reform, which is great. Yeah, truly, I think this is good. Now, I'd like to get through this damage shield at some point, so let's just plan around getting through that. I have a guy dying, it's okay. Ooh, maybe drip? Just take the Echo Infusion up a stat, and that's even better. And now what we do is we go Memories of the Melted, and then send 36 Reap into Seraph, and he feels bad for that, and we're okay with it. Great. Honestly, feeling good. 5 Burnout is solid. Incoming Votivary action. Incoming Paraffin buddy. This is now our Fatal Melting Floor. Yes, this pushes like 1,000 damage through, which is incredible. And I just click Shelter here, and like not even Votivary dies in that case, which is not ideal. It's, the correct choice is make Rector a Lord. He's currently got like 300 and something hit points, and that's great. Excellent. This is that's the turn you want to have here. Let's go, Votivary. I'm going to return Soul a nothing here. That's kind of spicy. I'd love... Man dies is excellent here, actually. We're going to play this Dreg. He comes back, though. I want him to come back. is the thing. But I'd like to get this Soul Crushing Guilt on him. Just play the Return Soul with nothing, and then we'll Soul Crushing Guilt him, and that'll be enough, I think. Yeah, that's enough. This guy's getting reformed, so we can give him the stats. Perfect. This is honestly excellent. We should win off the back of this, like, almost on this turn. Once I drop in the Lord, put him behind Rector for extra emphasis on power, and then you just drop a Fatal Melting here, and this should push, like, a ton of damage. Yeah, it does. An absolute truckload. Cool. Oh yeah, I should just daze the boss here. Yeah, just keep that number up. And I mean, we guarantee win here. Excellent news. Wonderful. That's a win. Cool. Anyway, here I go, winning the game again. Great. Well done. Rector elevators. We have everything kind of set up. We crunch on this floor. Excellent work. Now, I think I can get away with... Ooh, what do we have here? No, I don't want blank pages on this. This messes it up. No, leave. That's annoying. Now, the fun thing, I think I can actually play top here and feel good about it. How much damage is coming through? I just need to see that. Wow, what a turn. Triple mans on top floor. 17? 3 guys burn out, I get 30 health, we're okay. So we are going to play top floor. Good to do. Right, they don't burn out. I'm a lunatic. Okay, well, he's got another turn. I did the math, it's fine. Alright, we're going to return Soul up here on a Drip Fall because I do actually really want Rector to not die. So, we're going to put this Entombed Explosive in front, I suppose. Oh yeah, Soul Crushing Guilt. There we go. Well done. We did it. Thank you, Mr. Monster Train. Very cool. Echo Infusion. Yes, great work. It's like 1,000 damage to the boss. Okay, and now I get Votavary, who will land on middle. It's fine. I'm going to Eternal Kinstone here. I'm going to pop one of these guys because it puts more damage through to the back. Take some HP on Rector. No one is dying. That's kind of annoying. I would like to get this Entombed Explosive off the floor, so I'm going to burn the memories of the melted here. Fun. Sure. Great work. One more round like that and we're feeling pretty good. Incoming Votavary. Look, okay. If this guy swings, do we win? This floor is terrifying. This floor is the floor you want a Wurmkin spike. So that's a consideration. If he swings, do I win? That's a good question, huh? I could kill this middleman, right? So, oh, I have a piercing. Yeah, of course. Just send this. Do I win on this turn? Actually, the game is actually free. I cannot believe how fast this ramps. Are you serious? I don't even need to fight. What in the world? Wow, okay, well, my idea here was I was going to go, yes, Wurmkin spike the scary floor, and then they take some damage, and then this would be fine. And then this would at least compensate for a bad turn up here, but straight up we just win, so whatever. Monster Train, I mean, right? Okay. Never mind, Divinity. Good try. I thought I would have gonna need to think harder than that, but apparently not. Wonderful. We did it. So Seraph was the challenging one because he leaves the floor. is what it comes down to. Also, our draw order on Seraph. We hit all 3 of our guys on turn 1, so our ramp was so nutty on Divinity. It's pretty fun. It's a really good score coming out of this. 70k. Yeah, you just get a 6 turn like that. Let's go to the run summary. That's crazy. 6 turn boss rush is great for 200 shards. Anyway, is Paraffin Enforcer a good unit? Yes. The one thing that I think I should have done differently is I took this Entombed Explosive because I was scared. And I had every right to be. But I should have acknowledged that it doesn't matter how scared I am, I have to take Purifying Cleanse with a Reform line. And I was already thinking about a Reform line, so I should have taken that Purifying Cleanse, full stop. This tomb did save a lot of life, but at the same time, I could have taken that damage, right? I could have taken all that damage and been okay. I didn't take any damage this entire run, which is wild to me. So I could have afforded the damage and then just refracting lens the health back. That would have been superior to having the tomb, which, you know, kind of did some stuff in the late game, but wasn't nearly as important. Admittedly, we did hit Waxer Snuffer, so he kind of popped off, but it should have been Purifying Cleanse. And that's not a mistake I make at 100 shards. It's a mistake I make here because I was afraid of dying. And without him, we would have taken, like, good grief. It would have been like 30 damage from Ring 2, right? But I had 50 health at that point from Refracting Lens, so I would have walked out at 17. And I think we popped off not far after that. He did contribute to the next 2 rings, though, so it would have been probably more damage than that. Might have actually been close. You know, I talk about this now, and I'm thinking about the waves that he helped on. Might have actually been close. He's really good. This is a really good unit to have, but I really wanted Burnout extension. We did eventually find it because Combustible Wax just hit. This cleans up your runs in a big way, but it's fine. You know, you saw our ring 9 rather, as a result of that. It happens. The rest of this is just good choices on random cards, things like Fatal Melting. AoE cards take upgrades well. Echo Break did a great job. We got a kill on the boss due to it. The high roll of our mines with Petrified Heart and Minor Refraction, just dumb. Didn't even end up really needing the space. It basically became Rector on the floor with 3 of these guys and a Votivary, so that's kind of nutty. And yeah, solid. A lot of removals in order to get down to the point where I felt good about the run. And yeah, pretty solid all over. A tricky Dark Calling. This champion path has failed me before on 200 shards, but it turns out Paraffin Enforcer with this many high rolls is just nuts. Like seeing the draft, double multi-strike, you get the plus 25, and you have the minor refraction. This is stupid, right? This is just stupid. So there's that. Whew, wow, that's a Paraffin Enforcer. All right, well, you know what? We're going to leave it at that. Oh, I didn't even mention Penitent Remains with Reform strategy. Wild. Honestly, not even that impressive compared to the Paraffin Enforcers themselves. Eventually, they just stopped dying so fast that they were just going crazy. And, you know, on Divinity, that's when things kind of went outrageous. But yeah, regardless, we take the W here, and I will let you go. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.